gallery. The reason that we do it is because the people that we choose have done things unselfishly, and we know that. They, for us, they've either done or offered to help us in many ways, and Deborah, the Harrison Gallery across the hall, she's a 3-time Iraqi war vet. She's worked served in Kuwait and Afghanistan. Just an incredible young woman and an excellent photographer in her own right. But she's the one that helped us build these galleries and put up the track lighting and make them usable again after the school was empty for a long, long time. Now Cecil has offered every single time we talk to him to help. And that's what's made Alcott survive for 18 years, is people stepping up, wanting to help, but not worrying about what they're going to get in return. And the biggest thing that Cecil offered was, we need a boiler. And it's about a $50,000 expenditure. But Cecil offered to put up a huge chunk of money to make that happen. Now, it was like $1 million. Are you on medication? No, it was a very nice offer, and at the time, we were really unsure what was going to happen around here, so we didn't take him up. And I've always appreciated that myself, and I know everybody else has too. But our building's been in jeopardy of being taken and torn down for redevelopment. And they're trying to do that right now, so yeah. So we've been talking to developers, we've talked to the city, and every time we talk, we tell them we don't want to go anywhere, we want to stay here. We started to preserve the building and put something positive in this area. And we've accomplished it by all the good people that have stepped up over the years and donated their time. All of our staff were volunteered. All of our teachers up till 2 years ago were all volunteered, and we pay them now. We pay our directors when we do theatrical productions, and we pay our teachers a stipend. And that way, we're keeping the money going to the artists where we can, but Alcott always benefits in one way or another. And so we're at that time when we think, how do we go out if this is our last year and going out? Well, we go out honoring the people that have honored us the most. And from what we've learned about Cecil over the last number of years has been an incredible amount, and things that I would have never dreamt anybody that grew up over here on Homer would have done with their life. Travel the world, do all kinds of incredible things, but yet stay humble. And those of you who know Cecil well, he's a very humble guy. And he doesn't like to brag, but he does like to. Well, you sure are really missing everything right now. But, for those of us that donate our time and dedicate it, because the building does get a stay here if we make sure that we want it. But it's also one of these places to where, like the young lady that's standing over here behind you, Kayla Workman is our featured artist in the gallery with this dedication. She's the first artist to exhibit in the new Cecil Mashburn gallery. Her family has donated time and time again with their time. Those are the type of things that makes you real proud to be part of something. And, those of us that are on the board of directors and co-founders, when we have somebody like Cecil come in and offer mentorship freely to the young artist when he comes to our exhibits, that means a lot to not just us, but to each and every one of these young artists, because he gives them faith and confidence and tells them, you can do great things. Don't ever stop doing what you're doing, always practice. And, you know, we have different people come in from time to time and talk to us about how they feel about the Art Center and what has made a difference to them. And almost each one of them can talk about a different person that stepped up to mentor them. And there's a lot of things about Alcott that people don't know, but early on we adopted the motto of everything positive, nothing negative. You can dwell on the negative stuff that holds you back, but it holds you back. Well, you know, so it's so much easier to just keep going forward, never give up, and don't let people say you can't do things, because with help you can. But it always comes with help. So with that, today, Cecil, we dedicate this gallery in your name.
I'm really very humbled.
Well, we're honored to have you with us.
And I started my acting career here. In the kindergarten, I was an oak tree. I started my art. Mrs. Davis would let me do the bulletin board, and I've done it for a long time. This is why I brought this painting here. I did this in '96. I got up one morning about 4 o'clock in the morning and painted it all. Just started and did it. It won the State Fair Professional Division. I am now going to give that to the Alcott Art Center. To you young kids, this is a benchmark for me. This art here can be a benchmark for you to go on to be an artist. I have talked to Chris about starting an artist guild here for fine art, where we mentor young kids, children, and people, elderly, anybody, and give free lessons and teach them what we've learned the hard way, because I never took a lesson in my life. My sons can verify it, that I would spend all night long drawing. That way I didn't have to take garbage out. But no, this was my first grade room, and I want to thank every one of you for coming, friends, family, and people interested in the Alcott Art Center. And I want to thank the Greens, because they're the one that's held us together instead of getting tore down. And so, with that, I just want to end. I don't like to talk, you know.
No.
Then on TV, a guy who was at the Masters, they won the green thing, and he says it's wonderful when he got the green jacket to be awake during a dream, and today I'm awake during my dream.
Well, and for us, this is another benchmark, because if they do force us to get out of here, there's still gonna be an Alcott Art Center somewhere, and you'll still have a gallery. But we're gonna fight tooth and nail to stay here. So those of you that, if you know anybody that knows anybody, talk to them and tell them to leave us alone. Or tell them to come help, one or the other. They don't have to leave us alone, and they can come help. But there's some snacks out in the hall. You're welcome to go out and enjoy, and coffee and drinks, and there's art in the other gallery. And we have a youth art exhibit coming up starting at 6 o'clock. So you're welcome to stay if you'd like, but if not, thank you again for coming, and come back.
I got one other thing.
What's that?
In the old days, we used to play marbles out here. I lost more marbles to the Ogden boys and the gullies.
We knew that.
We talked about having a marble tournament here again. Bring back some memories of the old days. So there's so many things we can do at this center.